Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday we got the concrete down out at the ranch, so building our dream studio, casita, shelter, whatever you want to call it. It's really just going to be a really cool little gathering spot. I'm going to make it obviously a place to sleep, and it has a bathroom and a kitchen, but mainly, you know, it's going to be for friends and family when we want to get together out at the ranch, you know, a few times a year, hopefully, maybe more, but we can do our ranch activities, have some fun, shoot some guns, ride some dirt bikes, you know, all that good stuff that red-blooded Americans like to do, right? So yeah, and I want to document the process of building this thing because I just think you guys will find it interesting. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm going to next thing we're going to be working on with it, now that we got the foundation in, is the steel work. So I'm going to get, hopefully, you know, we may not have time to do it in a timely manner just because if the weather starts coming in Mammoth, obviously we're going to be busy doing that. So, but in the meantime, if things stay slow with the weather this year, which who knows what's going to happen, we will we're going to push forward on this build and should have a lot of cool footage doing the steel work. I gotta, probably this morning when I'm out there, we're going to cut the control joints in. The concrete's still pretty soft, so we're going to cut in some control joints on it so it doesn't crack on us, and I want to kind of cut those in a neat pattern. That way, if we decide to leave that floor exposed, which I think we probably are going to, we're kind of on the fence whether we're going to do an epoxy coating on it with some cool design, or if we're going to just polish it. So and kind of give it that exposed, maybe that exposed aggregate look with polish. I think that would look really cool too. So why don't you guys let me know in the comments which way I should go with the floor. That'll be coming up, and whichever way gets the most comments or best suggestions, we'll talk about it, and maybe you guys can help me with the design on it. How about that? Like, maybe I'll even I'll start asking more questions when we get to more of the design phase. Once we get the structure up, you know, what you guys think will look good on the exterior of the building. I'll probably have to draw kind of well, you'll see when we get the steel. When we get the steel up, you'll kind of see what the structure is going to look like, and we can start talking about it, and maybe you guys can help me with this thing, and that'll make it cool. You know, that'll make it even cooler, I should say. So stick around. We're going to head on back out to the ranch today, and then probably the latter part of the video, I'm not certain yet, but we'll be heading back to Mammoth, and there's some storms coming in this week. We're expecting nothing too crazy. It's mild. It looks mild, but you don't know until it's here, you know, but it looks like a couple inches per day. So I've got the machines, the boys got everything chained up and ready to roll. So I mean, we're ready for it, and we're probably going to be going out. I'm certain of that. At some point, Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll start going out and pushing some snow around. So yeah, we're just kind of see how all that shakes out for this next coming Christmas weekend that's we're coming into. It looks like after Christmas, some more substantial amounts of snow are coming, so we're looking forward to that, and getting to document some of that for you guys, get some fresh snow footage, hopefully, for everyone. So little overcast today. I think that weather's gonna hit down here also. We're gonna head up the hill and get ready to cut some joints. Oh, here we are at base camp. Little overcast and hazy today, but it's Sunday and we're gonna cut these joints, get that out of the way. That way we get minimal cracking or no cracking is the hope. And yeah, so let's get to that. As soon as I get all this stuff built, then I can start working on these projects. That's one of our first work trucks there. Kind of sentimental, actually. And it still runs pretty good. Somebody tried to steal it, though. So I got to get... and it wasn't from out here. It was somebody stole it from one of my guys who was driving it at the time, took it home. And they just tried to steal it out from in front of his house. So, you know, it's kind of a thing that happens a lot lately. It's not even surprising anymore in the city, in these Southern California cities. The theft that goes on is pretty insane. There's our little playground down there. We haven't really got a chance to utilize it to its full potential, but we'll get there. That'll be a video later on down the road, hopefully. I see Chad coming up the hill. So it's always nice to be able to see who's coming. That's what I love about this place. You can see everything coming towards you. And we're perched up on the very top up there, so it's even better view up there. So I'm gonna grab the Pioneer out of the C-Train, get a couple things ready, and we're gonna snap some lines and do some concrete cutting. Well, here we are up on top with our trusty little Honda Pioneer. Just love that thing. It's a perfect little ranch rig. I have some different trailers. They're like, I'm gonna show you when I get them out here, but I think they're gonna be perfect for behind here, and they kind of hold more stuff. So here it is. Kind of see that cold joint a little bit right here. That was because the concrete was like 2 hours apart on that first load, but it's looking pretty good. So we're gonna snap a couple lines and get them cut. What are you doing, Sadie?
Resistant to oils.
So here we got our pattern snapped out on the ground. This is what we're gonna cut to. So we're gonna cut this thing up in grids. It's probably a little more than what's needed here, but it's kind of for the aesthetic of it too. This is the bathroom, so that one doesn't really matter, but this will be all the open area of the floor. And we'll get these cut in, and that'll be our control joints here, right here, one at the patio. And yeah, this thing's looking good. We're real happy with the way it came out. Now I'm gonna work this dirt over here on this side, get it lower down to where it's a couple inches below grade down here. So what I'll probably end up doing is put a bigger bucket on this, and I'll come in here and basically remove all this material right here, and then I'm going to get it all sloping towards the front. So basically I'll try to get this angle more like this, so it slopes away from the house and then out towards the front. That's the idea. So we'll keep playing around with the dirt until we get that. And yeah, things are coming along pretty nicely here. Real happy. So while we wait for Owen and them to get here with the concrete saw, we're gonna clean up a little bit, and I'm gonna get this grading, try to get this grading the way I want it for the driveway coming in. You can see it's quite a bit higher than finished floor here. It's probably a good, maybe a foot. So I'm gonna try to come in with everything sloping down the hill and off this way at about 2 or 3 inches below finished floor. I want it pretty close because my plan is to pour a stoop right here, some kind of entry stoop area, like a mud room almost, that I'll probably add on later on. That way, you know, because we get dirty out here and riding dirt bikes, doing whatever. So kind of came to me as an afterthought to put a little mud room on the front here of the home, so that we can take our gear off, whatever we're doing, and leave all that in the mud room and then come into the nice house. So right now I found the clean out also. It doesn't look like I broke it because it's still holding water, so that's good. Found that one too. But I'm gonna cut those down lower anyways. So, and then I'm gonna, like I said earlier, I'm gonna get all this dirt away from the foundation here. I was just making a path back to the back here and got a little carried away. Now I need to come in with a little bit bigger bucket and just clean all this up. But for now, I'm gonna keep cutting all this out, and then I'm gonna ramp it in to where it's graded the way I want. So let's keep working on that. Okay, well, I got it knocked down quite a bit, just eyeballing it. Still pretty high in the back there, so I'm gonna have Chad get on the skid. We're gonna grade all this up to, like I said, about a couple inches below the finished floor, maybe 3, and then we'll see how much more I gotta take out of that knuckle right there in the middle, and we'll keep playing around with it till we get it where we want it. All right, so we got this brand new Husky FS 400. White cap. Got this for us last season, and we never did use it over the summer. I have the old beater one that we just kept using, but I figured the ranch project would be a good one to break it out on. So right now what Chad's doing, he's trying to line up the, I think it needs to go on the other side. Oh, there's not a hole over there though, is there? So
it says you adjust it with
this is how you adjust it right here. So you're gonna back that off, and so you gotta get that washer right in line with the string.
Back up.
gonna put some water in it. Our handy dandy water buffalo. That thing comes in real handy out here. You want to probably don't even need that. Okay, we're about done. Got our nice grid cut out here. Got her all cut, washed off. It's looking pretty good. You can kind of see my grid pattern here. Nice and straight. Everything came out real straight with that saw. That big blade really helps. I mean, those cuts are nice and straight. So Chad did a good job cutting, and this is almost to the grade that we want it. It's real close. Still got a little bit of work to do, but I got to get out of here and get up to Mammoth. So we're gonna shut this down for the week, and we'll be back out here in a couple weeks after these storms pass through. Continue working on grading this out, and start thinking about where I want to put my greenhouse. Possibly right here where Bud's standing. I might level this out a little better, and that way I can make a little walkway, concrete walkway, straight over to my greenhouse. And only thing is, my glass is gonna go back to about right maybe that 10-foot back. So the kitchen window, I gotta think about that. I don't know if we're gonna want to look at the greenhouse out the kitchen window or not. I don't see that it's really that big of a deal, especially since it's gonna be down lower. Maybe I just go, maybe I cut this down aggressively and go lower with that pad, and that'll help with the looking out the kitchen window over the top there. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Overcast today, a little bit of breeze, not too hot, it's not bad at all. I'm gonna go put everything away, anything that might get wet. I see a couple toolboxes open down there. We're gonna go shut those, just to kind of make sure everything's put away for the wet weather, because it's gonna get some rain out here too. And we'll be off to Mammoth. Hey guys, thanks for following along and watching the video. Don't forget to check out plowbrothers365.com. Got some super cool gear on there. These hats, all kinds of hoodies, everything like that. Check it out, grab something, and we'll see you on the next one.